Hi everyone, Alex here. Let's make teaching easier and more fun. Sometimes it may not be easy to plan a really engaging and fun class for more advanced students when they are covering slightly more advanced vocabulary and grammar. And when your students get bored, they get tired. Card games can really help in this situation and make your class fun and give the students a chance to wind up and relax a bit. And that's a fact. So today is the second part of the best card games for EFL classes. Let's get to it. Taboo. In this game, students pull out cards and they have to describe the keyword without using these taboo words. So you cannot use them to describe this. So to describe the word seed, I cannot say plant, garden, so sunflower or poppy. You can play this game with PowerPoint, where you just throw a word and some taboo words on the slide and turn half of your students with their back to the screen so they cannot see the word, and their partners will try to describe the word without using the taboo words. Also, you can create your own cards with the vocabulary that the students have already covered. For example, you could write the word, let's say, teacher, and you cannot say school, job, or teach. So the game is pretty much adjustable to any kind of level of students. Super Fight. Now this one is my favorite. The game consists of black cards, which are superpowers, and white cards, which are characters. So for example, I could be a Hulk, and my two powers would be really clumsy. So as you see, some powers are actually not making you stronger. And that's the part that makes the game fun. Also, I am locked in a shark cage. Now, my opponent is a polar bear, and he has a horrible self-esteem, and he's wearing a meat bikini. So now, two players will try to describe how the fight would go between these two characters. For example, Hulk would say that he could easily break the shark cage, but because he's a bit clumsy, he may need more time to do that. Then the polar bear would say that he will take off this useless meat bikini and will attack the Hulk. And then the Hulk will explain how he will be able to defeat the polar bear. Now, this game is definitely for native speakers, and a lot of vocabulary here is really advanced. But at the same time, you can easily recreate this game by yourself. All you need is cards where you write some animals or superheroes known to your students, or even some famous people, or even some familiar celebrities. And here you could write the actions such as jump really high, run super fast, hit really strongly, or drive a car, or he has a gun, and so on and so forth. So students will practice a lot of language such as, well, yes, you could do that, but they will express their opinion, and that's the perfect environment to use conditionals. For example, well, if you did that, I would, or if you do this, then I can do that. I play this game with my friends, and it is hilarious. To make it more fun, just write some stupid superpowers such as he cannot walk, he is very sleepy, he has just had 7 cups of coffee, or he thinks he's a cat. Sleeping Queens. This game is one of my favorites among my primary school students. As you can see, the rules are pretty complicated. So the purpose of the game is to use kings to wake up queens, and each queen gives you a certain number of points. And once you get 50, you can win. Also, there are some power cards such as a sleeping potion. You can make your opponent's queen go back to sleep, so they will lose points. The kings will wake up the queens. The dragons can fight the knights, and the knights can steal the queens from other players. As for the number cards, you just need to get rid of them, and the easiest way is to throw out like double 2, double 7, or play cards such as 2 plus 7 equals 9. So if you have the cards that will make the sum of the third number, or the fourth one, you can get rid of them. This game is one of the few that are not easy to recreate, but I would really recommend buying it, as it helps students to understand how strategy works, and also they get to practice sentences such as, my knight can steal your queen. Spotted. It's a very simple game to practice vocabulary. You will put one card in the middle, and each player gets another card. The first player to notice the same character in both cards will say, oh, there is a heart, or I see a heart, or the heart is red, or this is a heart, depending on the target language that you've covered. And then he gets to take the card. Now, there will be a new card in the middle, and the players will try to do the same. If there are more than 2 players, then you can put more than 1 card in the middle to increase the speed of the gameplay. You can easily create the cards like this by yourself, and then you don't even need to copy-paste pictures or draw them. You could just write words. For example, you could write heart, car, and the vocabulary that you have already covered. And then the students will try to find the words that are written in both cards. You could even do the same, but in 2 different languages. For example, some cards will have, let's say, the words written in Spanish, and other cards will have the same word written in English. Jinx. We have 9 cards where each identifies one of the 9 cards with a color. So this kind of like the arrow or the house will show us that this is the bottom and this is the top. And a whole bunch of random double-sided cards with different color patterns. Sometimes it's pretty clear, it's probably a frog, and sometimes it's a bit more complicated like this. The leading player will take 1 random card. So now he knows that this is the card he needs to describe. And then he will say something like, well, it looks like somebody is reading. I think it's someone's bedroom. And the first person to guess will touch this card. You can only touch 1 card during 1 round. And if you guessed right, then you get to keep the card and you are the one to lead the game next. The old card is replaced. You can also turn over some, or just replace all of them. You can buy the original game and enjoy it, or you could just take old magazines, cut out different pictures in parts where there is a bigger picture, so that it's not really clear what is depicted in the picture, and then laminate the cards and play it without buying the original game. Thank you for watching. Please like the video if you enjoyed it and subscribe if you would like to see more videos. Have a great day. Bye!